with Manchester City.
Yeah, Willie Caballero's in goal. He's been decent since he's got back into the first team picture, 3 clean sheets in his 7 Premier League appearances. Ahead of him, there's a change at centre-back. Otamendi and Kolarov are the partnership this time and have to work together. John Stones is only on the bench. Fernandinho, ahead of them, has a really important role as a midfield player. He's got to get across the pitch and block the holes that Stoke will look to fill, and it allows the likes of De Bruyne and Touré to push a little bit forward and supplement the attack. Navas comes in for Sterling on the right. He's got pace. Sané's goals and assists up front have been important. And Aguero, he's captain for the night. Loves playing against Stoke. Has got 8 goals in his 7 career Premier League appearances against Mark Hughes' men.
The other side for Stoke, they're away. They've struggled away and they've made some changes.
Yeah, another goalkeeper who's been consistently playing well this season. 8 clean sheets in 22 Premier League appearances for Lee Grant. It's a back four that sees Phil Bardsley coming in at right back for Glenn Johnson. Lots of experience across that back four, but they're going to have to be aware of the movement and the combination play of City in attack. Jeff Cameron in midfield, he could be very important. His defensive responsibility and his mobility to get over the pitch. He's partnered with Joe Allen. Ramadan Sobhi will play from the left-hand side. Mohamed Diouf will work from the right. And it looks like a front two. Side of Berahino gets his first Premier League start since his $15 million move from West Bromwich Albion with John Walters, and I expect Walters to just be a little bit deeper than Berahino quite often. He'll become a 5th midfield player. Berahino will play on the shoulder of City's defence and look to get in behind.
Let's get to our...
Absolutely tremendous.
Peters. Well, that was nice. And it was Mohamed Diouf who found the ball dropping at his feet.
He did, because Mohamed Diouf... It's a lovely little ball back, and Peters has crossed well, but the space was opened up because of the Clichy slip. And if he gets something more solid, I don't think Caballero would have been doing that.
Screaming in anguish. The referee not convinced that the game needs to be stopped. And here is Sané as Diouf now picks himself up on the halfway line. Aguero. Deflected for a corner. So a choice of feet. The right of De Bruyne, the left of Kolarov. It's the Serb. And Grant had to make a bit of a readjustment to cover that right-hand post.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big fan of Kolarov, and on the back of a clean sheet at the weekend against Middlesbrough at home, which is not the hardest accomplishment.
Here's De Bruyne. Well, that's the best opportunities he's had, and just about the best that City have had.
This is a peach of a ball from Otamendi, who spotted the run, and Martins Indy's taken out of the game, and the pitch has probably done Stoke a favour because it's just zipped off it a little quicker and into grab.
Match. The crowd knew that he was going at the end of a game that he was on the touchline for. It was a rather inelegant way of doing things. Here's Sané, away from Martins Indy. De Bruyne herring through the middle. Aguero here with time. Diverted up and away by Peters.
Yeah, and just look at Peters' reaction, you know, just absolutely pumped the fact that he kept that out. But this is lovely work from Sané. The little slide down one side, the movement round the other.
De Bruyne. Here's Silva. De Bruyne. And Sané, after Allen had failed to cut it out.
I'm a little surprised that Sané hasn't taken a touch, because I think he could see that Shawcross was kind of committing himself and going to ground in front. And I think he could have maybe taken a touch and then been able to get over it. Instead, he's always underneath it.
Yeah. Touré. Silva. De Bruyne. Yaya Touré.
He knew instantly, didn't he, that he hadn't made the right connection, because he's managed to get himself in this position on many occasions over the years and produced an awful lot better than that.
De Bruyne. Silva. De Bruyne. And Aguero was there. Well, there was half a touch at the near post, but none at the far. It was just out of the reach of Sané.
Oh, it looked as if it came off Shawcross last, but Neil Swarbrick has decided to give a goal kick when Manchester City really should have had a corner. He sees the run from Aguero, and yes, it's clearly off the left foot of Ryan Shawcross.
Silva, and again David Silva pretty much shaved the post.
Shouldn't have missed the target, and this is why he was brought onto the pitch, David Silva, because of exactly that. It's a lovely little kind of ball around the corner to play it back to the Spaniard from Fernandinho, and he should be hitting the target. It might have just been a fraction wide, but a fraction is enough. Shouldn't have been the case.
The referee's assistant, who was very close, giving a throw rather than a corner. Ball did brush the corner flag. Here's Silva, shooting range, and not very far wide either.
Little deflection.
Deflected.
Yeah. A little deflection. I mean, instantly he was looking at the referee to say, are you going to give us a corner? And he has made a big difference to Manchester City second half. Martin Zindi.
Previously bolted doors. De Bruyne. Shawcross rising majestically. Aguero is back for more. And Aguero threatening to escape.
Well, the problem for him in the end is the angle was getting more and more acute, and it's on his weaker side. It's on his left side, but this is great persistence and determination to actually get to this position to begin with. And whilst so often he's found the magic for Manchester City, tonight to be genuinely trying to flick it on as opposed to getting something stronger on it.
De Bruyne at pace and wide. Iheanacho.
Yeah, looked at, because the ball's in front of him, he has to stretch, so he has little control over it. And as a result, I think it comes off his shin or his knee. I don't think it's quite the foot. And he can't steer it as he'd wish. And another one bites the dust.
Frustrated. De Bruyne. And Sane!
Well, Bardsley has done tremendously well just to prevent Sane from getting something on it, because it looked as if it was just a case of Sane making the run inside him and getting to it. He's just eased him away out of it, and it would have been a crusher for Stoke.